Hi everyone, this past Sunday I mentioned that we will be receiving communion by a different way when we come back together in September for those who will be physically present. And for those who are not, for those who will be worshiping virtually, I encourage you to have some juice and some bread, or a cracker is fine as well, but something that you can use as part of experiencing communion collectively with those of us that are gathered. But I wanted to introduce what that communion will look like so that you have an opportunity to know what the experience and what it looks like. So I have received some advice from other colleagues that have mentioned that it can be good to have a tissue with you as well as the container itself, which has juice in it. If you accidentally tip it a little bit of juice can come out. So you might want to also grab a tissue or something and just have that. If you carry a handkerchief, you could have your handkerchief with you. So this is what it looks like. This is a self-serve sealed communion kit. So you'll see there is the juice part in the bottom. It is sealed up, it doesn't come out. And on the top here, underneath this cellophane, is a small wafer. So this gives us all a safe way to receive communion without having to pinch off bread and have people come forward and take masks down and go back. So this is what we're going to be using because it's the safest thing to use. I'm going to walk you through what the process is. So there are two layers to this wrapper, and that's the hardest thing. There is the top layer where you get the wafer from, and then there is the bottom layer, which gives you access to the juice in the bottom. So that top layer, I don't know if you can see this, but there's this little cellophane part. That's the top layer, and then you'll see beneath that thicker layer, that's what gives you access to the juice. So the first thing to do would be to peel back that cellophane layer and get your wafer out. So this is where we're at now. It's still sealed up, but you've now got your bread. So that would be the first step, is to get your bread out. And then you would open up the bottom, and this is where having a tissue, because it's sealed pretty good, could be good. If you get a little shaky, you'll end up with juice on you. So now you've got your bread and your juice, and as we go through the communion liturgy, you'd have that with you, and when we come to that place in which we normally, where I would come down out of the altar, and you would come forward to receive it, we'll all receive together at the same time. So you would take your wafer and eat it, and your juice and drink it. And that's it. So that gives you a little tutorial and introduction to that. Again, it's self-serve and sealed. So with two layers, the top layer, this little cellophane layer where the wafer was, so the bread, and then the bottom layer that gives you access to the juice, which is not unlike how the juice used to be served in the little cups when people come forward and kneel at the rail. So first Sunday in September, we'll be using these. We'll probably be using these for a while until it's safe for us to return to a common loaf and common cup. But until then, at least we can receive Eucharist in a safe way and meet together at God's table in these unique times, but still meeting together to receive that means of grace. So there you go. It's different. God bless you. Bye-bye.